So, putting the camera right. Let me check if it's working. Yeah. Okay, hi guys. This is Suyano live from my studio in Breda. Today I'm going to explain how I made Overload. So first let's wait a few minutes to so everybody streamed in. This is a track, Overload. Thank you so far everybody for all the support. Got some amazing feedback of everybody on Facebook, on Twitter, so thank you for that. Thank you, Brandon. And Matthias, what's up? I'm fine, and you? Thanks for watching. Hi, Mike. Thanks, Quinn. Thank you for the support on Overload. Yo, Luke. At Matan, yes, I'm going to show you the whole track. So I'm going to explain everything. If you got any questions about the track, just ask me and I can show you everything. Greetings from Germany, Lucas. Hi, greetings from Holland. Japan is in the building, I see. Cool. Akash, you look like young Hartwell. Chile, hi. India. Thank you, Alejandro, for the support. Berlin, so we got a lot of different countries in the house, really cool. At Leon, no, this is my own studio. My own studio in Breda, it's not Hartwell Studio. Matan, Israel, hi. Morocco, Ecuador, wow, a lot of different people, so cool. I see a comment, how do you learn music? Well, just being every day in the studio and sharing that passion for music. And I started playing the drums when I was 7 years old. So yeah, actually I'm making my whole life music, so yeah. Thank you, Theas. At Cedric, no, I'm working in FL Studio. Or sorry, in Logic Pro X. I'm not working in FL. Thank you, Harsh. Italy. Okay, so I think there are already a lot of people streamed in. So I want to show you the project, how I made Overload. I'm going to explain everything. If you got a question, just let me know and I try to answer it. So I'm gonna change my screen. Let me put something under. Yeah, so let me see if everybody can see everything. A bit more to the back. Yeah, I think. Let me know if you guys can see everything. If not, then try to change the camera position. So yeah, let's start with the intro. It's like, yeah, pretty simple intro. So this is the intro. We got some cool effects on the vocal. Can I show you? A lot of distortion on it, so if I solo it, it sounds a little bit weird, but in the mix it's pretty cool. what I always do is like, maybe it's a little bit weird, but I always put a CLA guitar plugin on my vocals. It stands out so much, and yeah, it gives a lot of space to the whole vocal. Also put a little bit reverb on it, a cymbal crusher, just to make, yeah, the weird distorted vocal kind of thing. So, and if you put it in the mix, and what I also love to do is just to put some atmospheric kind of stuff in it, just like this, to give it more tension. That's Kike. How do you find the perfect balance between your sub bass and kick? I will explain that in a few minutes. So I really love to put those kind of things, yeah, in my track here as well. Just so there is happening more than only drums, and here's another thing. Just to get a whole special feeling to the intro. So yeah, well, we got more. We got a bass line and a pluck. Here I can solo it. This is a pluck sound from Spire, and I use this pluck. It's like more of one of my signature plucks. I also use this pluck in the Bottles Up, in the break. And this is working with the sub bass. Just a straight note, I think, yeah, with some pitch bends here. And what I always do is just cut the high frequencies of your bass, sub bass, because you don't need them. They're only going to interfere with the rest of your track. And I always cut somewhere around 35 Hertz on the low end. And this is one of the best things you can put on your sub. It's like the R bass from Waves. It's yeah, so much more energy to your bass. If I turn it off, maybe you cannot hear it on your phone, but it's like a big difference. And I'm working a lot of with the Pro MB from FabFilter. You can really control the low end here, how much hertz you want. You can boost it up, so you see I boosted with 3 dBs. But with the threshold, it's putting it down with the kick, so it never interferes. I can show you with the kick. You see every time it ducks with the threshold. So this is how I make my sub really tight with my kick. So that's a cool trick maybe for you. Okay, the rest of the track, let me see. Here I got a lot of FX stuff going on. I can solo it for you. I really love to play around with FX kind of stuff. Yeah. If anybody got a question about the track or other things, just let me know, and I try to answer them all. At Nico, how did you make that reverb hall white noise effect? Oh, I can. The question is gone. Can I see it back? Okay, sorry, your message is away. I cannot see it anymore, but I saw that you asked something about the reverb hall kind of thing. Well, what I always do with my reverb is, let me check. I think I only got on the atmospheric kind of stuff. I got some, no, not even. Like in the intro I used zero reverb, only on the plug sound, of course. Let me explain that to you. And a delay. But the plug is, the reverb is just Inspire itself, so not very, not anything special or something. So I will announce, or I will tell you a little bit more about my reverb in the break and in the drop, because of course there I used a lot of reverb. So let's go into the break.
Promise me this when the tide takes hold, you'll be safe ashore. We can watch the waves roll in. We can watch the world grow.
Paula, where do you get all these effects from? Well, I search a lot. I'm always searching for new new samples, new FX stuff, and just combine a lot of stuff with each other. You know, I got some things I'm making myself. Sometimes I just find things in other sample packs. So yeah, just search good. Oh, where do you find a good singer? Well, that's a good question. Well, for this track I hooked up with the guys from Adventurer, and Alex, he's a singer, so that was really easy for this track. You know, we can switch really quick back and forth here in the studio. What do we want? What do we want to change about the vocal? So that was a really quick process. But normally, yeah, I now have a few connections with how do you say it, with some vocal agencies. So I just sending a track to the agency or to the office, just an instrumental track, and if they like it, they can write a top line for it. So which sample do you love to use a lot? Well, I'm using a lot of like my own Suyano samples. I just searched them through the years. So I always use like the same snares, the same fills. I can show you something here. This is like Suyano fill. So all these fills I made by myself through the year. So the snare build I always use. So yeah, just try to make your own sample pack so people will know your songs, because they hear specific percussion things or specific FX stuff in your track. So the break, well, this I was explaining the break. First let me show you how much things are happening in the break. We got a piano with a lot of FX on it, or with a lot of processing. These are the chords. And I put some saturation on it, bit crusher, so it sounds a little bit distorted, to give it a more special feeling to it. Also working here with the I put the CLA vocal on it, on the piano. I really love to work with the CLA stuff from Waves. We got a plug. Alright, this is in the second part. We got a pad, just for the ambience, for the background. We got a guitar kind of sound. We got a bass line. We got some reverse kind of thing in the back, And then of course we got the vocal.
We can watch the waves roll in. We can watch the world grow old.
So I can show you the processing on the vocal. I processed it a lot with reverb and some EQ kind of stuff. Before it was already processed, but I processed it like even more.
Promise me this when the tide takes hold, you'll be safe ashore.
So you hear when I turn off the C-Lay guitar or my vocal, then it's like the whole vocal is so flat. This is without.
Promise me this when the tide takes hold,
and this is
you'll
with.
be safe ashore, and we can watch the waves roll in. We can watch the world grow old.
So it's a big difference. So yeah, you know, just check it out, and maybe it's a good tip for you to use these kind of plugins on your vocals. It's like the difference is so big. Okay. So after I explained this, guys, the track, I also got a little surprise for you at the end of the session. So I hope you will still watching the stream till the end. Then I have a surprise for everybody. Okay, so yeah, what we got more? We got a plug in the second part of the break. It's the same plug in the intro. This plug I'm using a lot. Also in Bottles Up, I use this plug. So yeah, this is all about like the chords and the vocal, and then we are going to build to the big break part. The chords coming in like other chords from the drop. And then you can see here I put with a filter on the Pro Q that all the synths here. Yeah, first is the low pass and then everything's fully open. So first all the chords are filtered, and then when the big break part is coming in, then all the chords fully open with the top lead. This is the top lead which is doing the most. So this in combination with a guitar on top of it. So this is the top lead, and I can show you I always work with a lot of processing. So when I turn everything off, wait, let me delete this one. When I turn everything off, like the whole sound is totally not cool, but I always love to process a lot of things. So this is how it sounds without any processing. You can almost not hear it. It sounds very shitty. But then with all the processing, for everybody who's asking who's the singer is Alex from Adventure. He's really talented. So all these things are to make the sound cooler. So, about the question I got earlier from the reverb, well, you can steal everything where you want to steal. This is like the reverb settings I used for this part of the track. And this in combination with the chords, I will solo the chords. And now the chords are sounding really weird because every time when the drum hits, the compressor kicks in. So this is the chords with the drums. And this in combination with the bass line and the top lead, then you got this. Okay, I saw some questions about the processing. Well, yeah, I process a lot. I use a lot of the Saturn from FabFilter. I really love this one. You can, you know, give that crunchy sound to everything. So I really love this one. I got a glue. Yeah, it simply says, you know, just to glue everything together. I always work a lot with the Imager S1 from Waves. This is for my chords, so I love to put my chords a little bit wider. So that's yeah what I'm doing with this one. I'm EQing a lot, a little bit boosting in the mid-range frequencies between 2 and 500, because you always miss a lot of frequencies in that spectrum. So at Matan, do you master your own tracks? Yes, I'm mastering my own tracks. So yeah, that's last time when I sent it to Hardwell, he told me, yeah, the whole track is solid, you know, I don't need to master it anymore. So that's, yeah, was really a compliment. So yeah, I master my own tracks. I can show you some part of it, not everything, because I've like that's more like a special thing. You know, I tried so many, how we say it, so a lot of mastering, processing, always working and seeing how I can change everything. So, and now this is the first time in my musical career that I'm really happy with my master, but it took me like so many years to, yeah, tweak it and make a difference. So what I can show you is like what I have on the master chain, but I'm not going to show you everything. I can show you this one. It's the BX control, always beginning with this one. You have the mono maker here. You can put everything in your track, yeah, how much hertz you want in mono. So now I know for sure that everything below 103 hertz is mono. So I can, of course, can pull it more, but I think for me this works fine. So everything till 103 hertz is mono. And I always, with the stereo width, I make it a little bit wider, only 2% to make the whole track a little bit wider. Then I'm working with the C4 from Waves. That's the special thing what I have. Then I have a vintage warmer, just some EQing, always in the mid frequencies like 500 hertz, because in a lot of tracks you're missing those warm frequencies. So if you miss those frequencies, your track will sound very thin. So then a simple limiter from a Pro L from FabFilter, just the default setting, and a multimeter just to check the RMS and to check my spectrum. So yeah, not like a lot of things on my mastering, but I also think that mixing is a really important thing in your track. Like if my track is not mixed properly, then yeah, then you can do whatever you want on a master, but it doesn't make any difference. So it's Yuako van der Kool. Do you do international concerts? Yes. I just came back from my China tour, so yeah, I play international concerts. Yes. Pranav, are you musically trained? Yes. I played the drums for I think 10 years, and I played the piano for 2 years, but yeah, just the basic stuff, you know, so I can play like easy chords and stuff, but drumming for me was like the most important thing. And in my sets I use the live drums, so to show people that I also can, you know, drum and interact that with my DJ set. So yeah, so this was the break, the build up. Well, a lot of FX. I can solo the FX for you. So here, more FX. So all risers, snare things, impacts. and I got just simple, the chords are pitching. Also with a high pass filter on it. And of course everything is filtered, but I always do that in the bus. Oh, yeah, I have the chord bus, and then you can see here with a low pass frequency, it's coming up, and with a let me see where. Oh, I think I did it on the channel itself. Let me see. Yeah, with a high pass filter thing. Yeah, with a high pass frequency, just simple to cut everything away, so the drop will hit harder. Okay, let me see, more questions. Do you like the track you made, like after you finish them? Do you still listen to them? At Ido Kihad, do you like the tracks you made, like after you finish them, do you still listen to them? Well, at the point when the track is finished, I already heard it for like 1,000 times, so, but when I send it, you know, when I send this track to Revealed and they say, hey, we really like it, we want to sign it, then I'm so happy, you know, and then I think, okay, so they really, yeah, like the track, and then, of course, I will play it a few times more, and yeah, in the car listening to it, just to see if I can improve myself, or yeah, I'm always working on my tracks to, yeah, how can I make my tracks better? How long does it take to make a track? Well, that's sometimes I got the whole idea in a day. Sometimes I'm making a track in a week, or I'm just playing around in the studio for a week, and then I got nothing. So it comes and goes. Like sometimes, yeah, I make a track in a few days. Sometimes it's take me a month. So it really depends on a lot of things. You know, if it's a vocal track, then I need to wait on the vocals, and it's all about the inspiration. So. But I would say like every track is cost me a few weeks, because I'm always tweaking so much before I send it. Suhas, who was your motivation to become a DJ producer? Well, of course Tiesto, because he was like the first international DJ, and his tracks were like so good, and the energy was, yeah, so big. So yeah, Tiesto, and of course Hardwell. I mean, I'm really happy and thankful that I can sign my music through Revealed Recordings, because yeah, without Revealed Recordings nobody would know my songs. So yeah, for me it's Chesto and Hardwell. You are Suyano Kashmir. Who knows? Oh, a lot of people asking for the lyrics. Yeah, just let me know. Should I post the song text for you? Because if everybody wants the song text for Overload, then I can put it online, like maybe tomorrow or something. So then, yeah, then you can sing the track, or yeah, just know where the lyrics all about. So yeah, let me know, and then I can post the lyrics for you. Okay, the drop, like the most important thing of the track. Give me a little playback. So this is the drop. How did you get in contact with Adventure? Well, you know, just through Facebook. They sent me a text message that they really liked Shockwave, and Alex had a cool vocal, and he said, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe we can work something. Yeah, maybe we can work something out with the vocal. And I was really in love with the vocal. So yeah, they're from England, so they took the plane to Breda, and or to Amsterdam, and then they came to Breda. And yeah, they just chilled here for 2 days. We made the whole idea of the track in 2 days. Yeah, they slept here. We went to the city to do some drinks. So yeah, we just made fun. And 2 weeks later, they flew back again to to Holland, and yeah, then we had another 2 days, I think, and then we finished the track. So yeah, the whole track was made in 4 days. Okay, so let me show you the drop. I can show you it in 3 parts. I got like the red part is my top lead, the green part are my chords, and the yellow is my bass part. So I can first solo it for you. This is the top lead. This is the chord. And this is the bass line. Let me turn on the sub as well. And all 3 combined together, you get this. So I can show you like the chords. I used 1, 2, 3 different sounds for the chords. This is one sound. At Q, are those automations exactly the same? Yes, everything is doing the same. Like all the pitches are the same. So it's, how do you say, it interacts really good with each other. If everything doing another thing, then it's going to be a mess. So this is one chord, this is the second chord. At Ezra, tips on making the drop sound full. I will show you that. Here we got a third chord. And Mike, I'm working the most with Spire. I really love Spire. Because it has 4 oscillators, you can tweak so much things. So yeah, how do you make your drop full? Yeah, it's like, I think it's all about finding the right sounds and process them like good. The thing what I showed you with the main top lead is when I turn all the processing stuff off, it's like it sounds like nothing. So just using your ears, and yeah, I think that's the most important thing, using your ears. Yeah, what I can show you, yeah, this is everything is sending to a bus. So the top lead is sending to bus 3, and the top lead is 3 sounds, and all those sounds go through bus 3, so they have all the same processing, so they will, yeah, sounds like one package. So I think for me it works well to work with buses. It's the same for the chords. The chords are sent to bus 1. Yeah, all the chords are going to bus 1. They EQ'd the same. I compressed them the same. So yeah, and then I got what I always do with my bass line, my sub bass. I'm sending to a different bus than my bass sounds. So I got here the sub for my low end. And I got bass sounds without any low, so I cut all the low frequencies, as you can see here. I cut all the low frequencies and a little bit of the high end, because I don't want to interfere with my chords and my top lead. So that's the reason why I high cut my bass sounds at like 5K, around that. These are the bass sounds. So, and I work a lot with overdrive here on my bass sounds, and with some guitar amps. I can mute them, then you can hear the difference. This is weird. So that's already a big difference. And when I turn everything off in the bus, then it sounds like this. Then it sounds very shitty. So a lot of processing. And these two things here, the guitar amp and the overdrive, are doing the most, the most tension on it. So, and again, the Saturn, I really love to work with that one. And yeah, just some EQ stuff. Yeah, a little bit high cut it. So the chords, let me see the chords. I'm also doing a little bit high cut, because I want, in this part, I really want to let my top lead through the mix. So if I pull everything till here, then it's going to be a mess. Then you cannot hear the top lead very good. So Nicolo, something about sidechaining. Yeah, of course I can show you. I think everything's sidechained the same. Let me see, I'm having a sidechain on every bus. So this is a sidechain of my top lead. I just work with Nicky Romero's Kickstart because for me it's so easy. You know, it costs like 1 second. Yeah, easy to go. So I'm just using the free punch, the first one, 100%. And I think on the chorus, let me see, maybe I used a different one there. Let me see. No, also the first 100%, and I think for the bass I did the same. So yeah, very easy, like everything's, at 100%, everything is the same. I'm not always doing it like this, but for this project it went well. The only thing what I did in the sub bass is like also 100%, but I used the tighter one. So that's the only thing what has a different form. Do you pitch the kicks, Wim? No, this is a kick I'm using a lot, and I tweak this one a lot. I think this is a kick I use in a few tracks, and every time I process them a little bit different. I always use the transient designer to give it a little bit more sustain and attack. And I'm always boosting the kick in the low frequencies and a little bit in the highs. Because, so the kick has a little bit more power in the low end, and it will got a little bit clicky in the high end. So this is the kick. When I mute it, it's already cool, but it's like an extra thing. Marijn, how long did it take to make the track? This track, 4 days. The first time Adventure went 2 days here in the studio. We worked like 2 full days, like day and night on the track. And then later on they came back again to finish it. So let's say 4 days, I think, maybe 50 hours or something. Yeah. So for everybody, if you have any more questions later after the live stream or something else, you can always connect me on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. Just use on Instagram and Facebook at Suyano, and on Twitter at DJ Suyano. So because I cannot see all the questions, so you can always ask later on some questions. So yeah, that's the drop. Maybe a tip, like the chords are not playing in the same octave. So this one is like C0 till C3. This one is one high, or C1 till C4. So you can make the whole spectrum a little bit wider. This from C2 till C5. So it plays in a different octave. What can I show you more? Martin, how do you make the tape stop effect? Well, it's just with pitches. I can show you the chord bus. It's just with pitching. Maybe you can take a closer look. These are very short, and on the end I got a long one, but it's just pitch bend. it's, yeah, it's not so special. You can use it in every DAW. In every DAW. Every DAW got yeah, the pitch bend. In Logic it's here. So here you have the pitch bend, and you can, yeah, pitch whatever you want. You know, you can also do it like this. Yeah, you can do some crazy stuff with it. You know, it's like play around with it. Paula, 50 hours. I guess that's less time than I spend on listening to the track. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Really cool. Nicolas, what was the inspiration to make this track? Well, I got the cool vocal from Alex, and yeah, you know, I want to make, how I can explain it. I want to make a song, you know, like with a feeling. So when people listen to it, that they really feel something, you know, feel emotion, feel something in their hearts. So yeah, I always want to make like a more musical break with a lot of live elements like a piano, guitar. So yeah, more emotional stuff. And I can announce a small thing that in the beginning of 2017 I also got a track with a live guitar in the break. So like a little bit more emotional. So I really loved to work with those kind of stuff. So let me see, Nickel. Oh yeah, you asked something about the drums, I think, or about the claps. I can show you the drums and the claps in the break, like everything without the synths. Wait, let me just mute my... So if I mute my chords and my basses, then you got this. It's just a lot of noise, a snare. This snare I'm always using. I tweaked it a little bit by myself. Some noise. We got some more layers with crashes and rides and cymbals. And this one I also use a lot in almost all my tracks. I called it the Shasha Swedish House Mafia FX, because X will always says that with the Shasha. So yeah, this is everything playing in the background. A crash, a little bit uplifters here. Ade, show us the synths in the break as well. I will show you now. So yeah, in the drop, nothing special with the drums, but it's all about the synths. And the second break, we go... We got again like the guitar. Also with the pitches. At Milovan, I'm using the interface from Focusrite from Scarlett. Really, I can really recommend you that sound card. It's really cheap and it's really good. So yeah, it's really good. I cannot say anything more about it. So in the second break, also piano. Wait, I think no, it's muted here. I think, or not. Okay, I don't know why it's... Oh, wait, I muted all my chords. 1 second. Yeah. So we have the piano again with the guitar. We got this one. And again the guitar, so almost the same as break 1. The only difference is in the second part I'm playing different chords than in the first break, and the vocal is coming in. So and this was the idea of Adventure, you know, to put in different chords here. So because Fred from Adventure, he can play really good piano, so he's got this idea. So really cool idea. Preston, what plugin do you use to pitch vocals for a build-up? Well, I can show you. So these are the chords for the second part. How do you pitch a vocal? Well, I always, let me see, where is the vocal? Here. It's not only for vocals, but also for other samples. I also always use the sound shifter pitch. And I got a lot of questions about my track I'll Be There. Because the original vocal was really high and I pitched it down a lot. So, and how I do that is just simple with the waves bundle and then the sound shifter pitch. Let me find it. And why I'm using this one, because the sound shifter pitch you can pitch like the audio. So yeah, this is how you can pitch it. You can pitch it by semitones. You see say -1 or
real love, and that's the way we've got to live.
And if you do it like manually, then you can do it like this.
Real love, and that's the way we've got to live. And that's the real love, and that's the way we've got to live.
So yeah, I'm using this one, and I'm using the sound shifter as well. Sometimes, like in the intro, let me see, I got some atmospheric kind of sounds, but they are in a different key. So then I pitch them as well. Like here, you can see I pitched them by +1 semitone, because first it was pitched like this, the original. And now I pitched it a little bit higher. So now it's in the right key for this track. So yeah, I really can recommend you the sound shifter pitch. Amazing thing, you can pitch everything with it. Audio, it's amazing. So, let me just turn around my camera. Yeah, I explained, I think, a lot of things about overload. Yeah, if you got more questions, I can show you a few things. But for now, I want to show you a really small preview. Adventure and I, we made an acoustic version for overload as well. Just to thank everybody for the support on overload and for the support the whole year on my music on Revealed. So yeah, it will come soon online through Revealed on YouTube, Spotify. But for now, I'm going to give you a really small preview. Please let me know if you like the acoustic version. So I give you a small play, and yeah, let me know if you like it. It will be for free and as soon as possible.
Promise me this, when the tide takes hold, you'll be safe for sure. And we can watch the waves roll in. We can watch the world grow old. This is a gift from the stars above, and there's nobody else to remind us how it is in a world with no more love. I wanna spend my life in shadows. We're all living life, hearts in hearts in overload. We're all living life, hearts in hearts in overload.
So, small preview for you guys. It will be online very soon to thank everybody for the amazing year I had so far with my music. I also can tell you that I recently signed new music to Revealed for 2017. So you can expect more Suyano music on Revealed in 2017. So I'm really happy with that. And of course, when I'm not on tour or when I'm not playing, I'm every day here in the studio, yeah, to make new tracks for everybody. So yeah, I cannot wait to show you all my music, all my new music for 2017. Let me see. How can I do that? So, okay, I will answer a few more questions. Then I need to go. And if you guys have more questions later, you can always reach me on my socials, Suyano at Instagram or Suyano on Facebook or at DJ Suyano on Twitter. So yeah, if you got more questions, I can answer a few ones now. Let me see. Tips on using reverb for your leads. Well, I'm just working with the Valhalla. Let me see. Yeah, Valhalla Room. I don't know from which company it is. It's just saying, yeah, I think the company name is Valhalla, but I'm using that. Yeah, I can show you. It's like nothing really special. This is this is for my top lead. Maybe I can show you everything. This is for my top lead. For my chords, let me see. I did not use reverb on my chords. I think I used it in, yeah, I used some reverb, but it's in the Spire itself, but not like an external plugin. And on my sub bass, of course, and on my basses, I also didn't use any reverb. So yeah, only on my top lead, the one I showed you from Valhalla. Daniel, which which gel, or how do you say, foam you use for in your your hair? Yeah, that's a secret, Daniel. That's a secret, man. Theodore, guitar plugin to recommend. I show you again. This is the guitar plugin. Let me find it. It's this one, the CLA guitar. This is like the best one ever. So the Waves bundle. This is so good, the CLA guitar. But you can use it for vocals. You can use it on everything. It's amazing. Okay. Did you get better on using chopsticks? Yeah, I just came back from my tour in China, so I need to eat every day with the chopsticks. And yeah, I'm getting better and better every day, you know, just practicing a lot. Just the same with producing, you know. When you practice every day, you get better and better. The same with chopsticks. Dwayne, Naftali, Sjoerd, do you eat a lot of chicken? Yeah, of course. Last night I eat chicken with you and Janse. I love chicken. So Naftali also eat a lot of chicken. Emmanuel, vocal mixing tips. Yeah, use the Pro de-ester for the shh in the vocal. Use a little bit compression, and I'm using the CLA guitar plugin. Let me see, why are all the Dutch DJs so successful? Well, it's just working hard. Like I'm every day here in the studio to become better and better. So yeah, just work hard. I think everybody can achieve something if you believe in it and if you work hard for it. So yeah, I think everybody can do it. It's possible, you know. If you believe in it, you can do it. So yeah, okay. Is this your own studio? Yes, this is my own studio. I can maybe show you a really quick, guide. This is like my new speakers. Really happy with it. Genelec. First I had Cherokee, but this is like next level. Really love those Genelecs. My iMac, first I had a MacBook Pro, but it died on tour, so that's the reason why I bought a new iMac, because it's way faster and it doesn't crash all the time. Yeah, these are my bass straps. Yeah, the ceiling, really cool. Yeah, this is cool. I can change the light with this, so this is for like the lower part, so I can turn it to green or whatever I want, to blue. Yeah, so and I have one for my ceiling as well, so I can change my ceiling as well. So yeah, I don't know what your favorite color is, but let me know. And yeah, my favorite one, if you wonder it, I got on top, I got always white, and I really love to work with a little bit of yellow, kind of, yeah, yellow orange. I really like that. So that's my studio. I'm really happy with it. First, I always had a studio at my parents' house, like with a lot of stuff in it. The sound was so bad, but yeah, you know, everybody begins like that. And it was my dream to make my own studio. So yeah, finally I got now my own studio. I built it by myself with some other builders. Yeah, so I'm really proud of my studio, and yeah, since I'm in this, I got my new studio, working on so much music, it gives me a lot of inspiration. So yeah, really happy with the studio. Blue orange is my favorite, Rick. Okay, well, I'm going to make your favorite color blue orange. Let me see. Blue, like something like this, and then going for orange. Okay, so this is, Rick, your favorite color. So especially for Rick, we leave it like this. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. I need to go now. Yeah, if you got any more questions, just let me know. I try to respond to them all. Instagram at Suyano, Facebook at Suyano, and Twitter at DJ Suyano. And I hope to see you soon for a new live stream while explaining new songs. And the overload acoustic version is coming your way really soon. And there's another cool thing coming up, but I cannot tell you something about it, but you will see that soon as well. And yeah, I'll see you back on 2017 on the Revealed recordings. So yeah, for now, have a good night, and I'll see you soon. So.